So we have a huge update to one of my favorite, if not favorite, features on LinkedIn, and it's LinkedIn newsletters. And yes, there is a big update. There is incredible changes, and I would say this specific update to LinkedIn newsletters, for those that follow metrics, KPIs, which are key performance indicators, they like factual information. They like to see exactly what's going on with what they're doing. Then you are going to love today's training and today's episode. Before we dive in, we are exactly 7 days away from our free 3-day workshop entitled LinkedIn Content That Creates Sales. So it's teaching you our LinkedIn content strategy to create sales in your business. It's completely free. It starts Monday, March 24th through March 26th from 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, completely free. If you are listening on the podcast, all you have to do is go to the description of the episode, click the link and get yourself registered. If you're watching on social, whether it be YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, all you have to do is type the word me in the comments and I will send you the link so you can get yourself registered. So if you're struggling with LinkedIn content, or if you're not struggling with LinkedIn content, but it's not converting into sales, then this is the workshop for you. So the big announcement to LinkedIn newsletters. So what I can tell you is that LinkedIn newsletters, in my opinion, have always kind of outdone themselves as far as performance-wise, because you can gain a subscriber list, which many of you know. If you don't have a LinkedIn newsletter, then you can have actual subscribers that you can connect with. In addition to that, you also have the ability to have LinkedIn email all of your people that are subscribed to your newsletter. So LinkedIn will send out a push notification on LinkedIn that you've produced a new newsletter edition, but they will also, LinkedIn will email each of those people personally. Now, this is where this update comes into play. So everyone always wonders, well, how many people are actually getting the emails that LinkedIn is sending out? Now, this is a great question, because what I'm about to go over with you is really important. So if you were to go on to LinkedIn, and just to give you an example, if I were to go to my most recent LinkedIn newsletter edition, it's going to give me some statistics off the bat. And if I was to look at it, Nancy and I co-authored a newsletter edition on why it's important to do market research polls on LinkedIn and why they matter. So some of the things that I can automatically see, obviously who's liked and commented, the impressions, and then the analytics. Now, this is what I want to show you. So if I were just to click on the analytics or impressions, either or, it's going to show you some normal things that obviously you need to know about, right? So it's going to show you discovery, right? So impressions, members reached. So the number of times your post was shown on LinkedIn, right? So it was shown 439 times. Members reached, the number of distinct members and pages that saw your post. This number is an estimate and does not include repeat displays. Now, this is where it's really important. So article performance, right? So you're going to see views. So there were, 2,200 views. There were 4,338 emails sent and 37% email open rate. Now, I just want to kind of go over each one of these. And I'm going to show you what this actually means. So again, if you were to go to your LinkedIn newsletters, you click on analytics or impressions, and you're going to see discovery, which are impressions and members reached. And then there's a new section called article performance, where it's going to tell you the article views, it's going to tell you the email sends, and it's going to tell you the email open rate. So what do each of those things mean? So article views, the total number of times your article was seen on LinkedIn or via email. This number is an estimate and it may not be precise. Email sends, the number of subscribers that have received an email for this article. This is why it's important. I'm going to go over this in just a second. Email open rate, the percentage of subscribers that have opened the email sent from this article. This number is an estimate and may not be precise. So let me kind of go over what all of that means. So if I was to go to the home base of my LinkedIn newsletter, right? So everyone should have it on their LinkedIn featured content section. Okay. So just to kind of show you, I have 8,849 subscribers of my newsletter. Okay. So first and foremost, I have 8,849 subscribers in total. Now, if we go back to the analytics that I was just going over, so let's just call it 8,900 to round it up. 8,900. Out of the 8,900, only 4,300 are getting the email, which means 50% of the people that are subscribed to my newsletter on LinkedIn are not getting the email from LinkedIn. So why? Well, just like anything else, people can actually unsubscribe from receiving those emails from LinkedIn. So they're not unsubscribing from you and your newsletter. They are unsubscribing from the communication from LinkedIn. So I don't want you to worry. That doesn't mean they're unsubscribing from your newsletter. They're still a subscriber on LinkedIn. They're just not getting. So over 50%, like 55% of the people are not getting the email. And that's nothing I'm doing wrong. I'm only doing one newsletter edition a week. LinkedIn obviously sends those out. And again, if someone is subscribed to say 5 or 6 different newsletters, they're getting 5 emails about the newsletter. So maybe they don't want to receive those anymore. Now, so off the bat, yes, it's great. 8,900 subscribers, but as far as LinkedIn helping to get it seen more, that's cut over half. 55% off the bat are not receiving that email. So you're hoping that they're seeing it just on the general news feed and their notification section on LinkedIn. So that's cut down to 43, let's call it 4,400 people. Now, of the 4,400, only 37% open that. So out of the 4,400, that's around 440, 880, 1,300. That'll be 30%. So almost 1,800 people actually opened it. Right? So again, you gotta understand your numbers. So just to let you know, a 37% email open rate. Now, just to kind of tell you what the average email open rate is, it's much lower. Average email open rate currently for 2025 is around, give or take, about 21%. That is kind of the average right now. So I'm almost double that at 37%. So if your open rate is at around 20% or higher, you're right on where you need to be. So why is this important? Well, this shows you not only how impactful your content is, but also you're seeing, this is the big thing, you're seeing how much LinkedIn is trying to help you get visibility. Do you know any other social media platform that emails something like this for the users? No. And a step further, they're not giving you this data. If they are, not only is LinkedIn showing you the impressions, the members reached, the amount of views, they're telling you, hey, out of your 8,900 email subscribers, we've actually emailed 4,300 of them for you to give you more visibility. And guess what? Almost 40% of those people actually open the email to read it. I can't express to you how important this is. This is so important. If you're, number one, if you haven't gotten an email newsletter started, or a LinkedIn newsletter started, you got to start. So let me just go to the one right before that. So again, because I always like to see maybe there's some additional things. So right here, so I had more people, right? I had 4,800 emails sent the week before. I had 36% open rate. I had about 500 more views. So I'm just always looking to see, are the numbers on par? Are the numbers going up? Are they going down? Are they staying the same? Because again, I'm going to go to one that got a little bit more engagement. This was a few weeks ago, probably about a month ago at this point. So I'm going to look at the stats of this. And again, 762 impressions, 366 members reached, 2,600 views, 4,700 email sends, 34% open rate. So these are good metrics to look at. And this is why I feel LinkedIn newsletters are such a vital piece and a vital part of your success on LinkedIn, because they're helping you gain visibility. Because every single newsletter edition should be full of valuable information, but it also should have a call to action at the end. You want to convert those LinkedIn newsletter subscribers into your own email subscribers. And how do you do that? Put a call to action at the end. Schedule a call with me. Check out my website. Download my free guide. Register for my free workshop that's coming up. So if you think about that, if I put a link at the bottom of my LinkedIn newsletter that says, don't forget to register for our free LinkedIn workshop, LinkedIn is sending that to 4,000 people, which means 37% of those people are opening that and have the opportunity to then register for our free LinkedIn event. Now they're in our email listserv, and now I'm able to nurture them through whatever sales funnel or sequence that I have. That is why this is so powerful. Not only are you getting visibility on LinkedIn itself, but you're getting visibility off the platform with LinkedIn's help. So take advantage of newsletters, look at your metrics, see if your numbers are holding true. See how many people are getting delivered that email, see how many views of that specific newsletter article, newsletter edition you're getting, but also see the open rate. Are people interested in what you're doing? Because again, it has to maybe do with the title of what you're calling that newsletter edition. So these are all things to look at, and all things that should be taken highly into consideration. So lastly, again, if you would like to register for our free LinkedIn workshop, it's called Creating LinkedIn Content That Creates Sales. It's a 3-day free workshop from March 24th to March 26th from 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live and recorded. If you're listening on the podcast, just go to the description. The link is right there. If you're watching on social, just type me, M-E, in the comments, and I will personally send you the link to get yourself registered. So I hope you found today's episode and training helpful. Love and gratitude, and I'll talk to you next time.